Security has been heightened in army barracks across the country in the wake of a spate of robberies involving soldiers as the military descends on rogue elements, amid reports that the assets of those implicated in robberies are being forfeited, the Newshawks can report. In most cases, vehicles of military personnel and civilians leaving cantonments are being thoroughly searched for weapons as the army battles to stop robberies. Those leaving barracks with bags are also being subjected to a stop and search as the army remains on high alert. Although searches have been standard procedure in army barracks, the recent spate of robberies by soldiers has resulted in intense security in cantonments. This has always been standard procedure in the army, but with time there was laxity. Now those tasked with security are more vigilant as the military strives to improve discipline in its ranks and also account for rogue elements, a source told the Newshawks. Intensified searches come at a time the Army's intelligence department is seized with the tracing of assets belonging to soldiers implicated in robberies. This includes tracing and seizure of assets registered in names of children and wives of the rogue soldiers, suspected to have been ill-gotten. One of the robbers implicated in the Hatfield robbery, Lamek Kabara, from the Zimbabwe National Defense College, who were arrested in December, has also lost a car, house, and other properties, according to insiders. Lamek's properties were repossessed. After the arrest, the military went after him so that he could get military discipline. He, like other suspects, was also questioned on the robberies and accomplices, and as you know, the military interrogation is tough if not brutal, said a security official. Kabara lost properties that include assets in South Africa, a Mercedes-Benz vehicle, an Isuzu single-cab truck and a house in Harare's Zimmer Park suburb. Kabara and Christopher Chiruma, who is with the Air Force of Zimbabwe based at Manyume Air Base, were arrested over the 24 December robbery and the murder of Elvis Chijaka. A third suspect, Perseverance Chihota, a civilian, was also arrested. They had got away with US $40,000. The two men wearing balaclavas and firing an AK-47 rifle also wounded Brian Chijaka, who was rushed to Sally Mugabe Central Hospital. The robbers drove off in a white Mercedes-Benz C200 compressor after ransacking the house and stealing US $40,000. Investigators recovered 25 spent cartridges from an AK-47 rifle. They used a service rifle to commit the offense. Of late, there has been an upsurge in robberies involving members of the security forces, particularly the military and police. In December, 3 suspected robbers identified as Brian Koga Tendir, 38, of Chikupo village in Muriwa, Charles Chirara, 30, of Ishuakans, Harare, and Tariro Gora, 21, of One Commando Barracks, were shot dead by former detective Joseph Nemesa in a movie-style shootout in Harare's Chadcombe suburb. In January, 2 soldiers were sentenced to 40 years in prison for engaging in several robberies. The Zimbabwe National Army does not condone cases of indiscipline and misconduct and will continue to pass deterrent sentences on any would-be offenders, the Army said in a statement. The Army also urged members of the public to report any unbecoming behavior by soldiers. Contacted for comment, Army spokesperson Colonel Alpheus Makater said, "I do not answer on the phone. The statement that we released is final. Use that."
says to be. I'm the string, I'm the string, I'm the string, I'm the string.